Well, hello everyone. My name is Brent Gove. I'm broadcasting this webinar live from Sacramento, California. And first off, it's exciting to see the record number of attendees today. Wow. Real quick before I dive into what EXP is and how it's just sweeping North America and breaking sales records and growth records and what all the kind of hubbub is about. Real quick, I just want to give you some brief background on me. I've been in real estate for 22 years, started when I was 30. A little quick math tells you I'm 52. I spent my first 12 years at Remax, where I became the #1 Remax agent in California. Out of 10,000, I was number 11 worldwide out of 128,000. 2009, Keller Williams came knocking on my door, and they'd been working on recruiting me for 9 years. I finally bit, went to Keller Williams, ended up being a really great thing for me. Loved it. Honestly, I'm pretty happy where I am. I was real happy at Remax. I was even happier at Keller Williams. I did that for 8 years. And about a year and a half ago, a friend of mine calls me from Dallas, Texas, Sheila, and she said, "Hey, Brent, have you heard of what's going on with this new real estate brokerage, this new model called Exp Realty?" I'm like, "Nope." And at the time, there were only, I don't know, 14 to 1,700 agents. I can't quite remember the exact number. Today, there's over 10,000, by the way. They didn't double, triple, or quadruple. It was way beyond that. But she said, this company is unbelievable what they do for agents and brokers. I've never seen anything like it. She goes, would you look at a short webinar and give me your opinion? So I actually looked at what you're looking at right now. I knew that I would not be interested. But Sheila's a sweet lady. She was polite, professional. So I said, sure, I'll check it out. And again, knowing that there was no way I was going to be interested. I didn't like Keller Williams. I didn't tolerate him. I loved him. So why is a guy who and I have 18 partner agents and 4 full-time staff. When I came, I have 23 now. We do about 118 million a year in sales. Our average price in Sacramento is about 350. So we sell a lot of real estate. And why would somebody leave a company they loved? Well, you're about to see. And a big hint is that first little subline there, the agent-owned cloud brokerage. And basically here at EXP, there's ownership for agents. Every agent, as long as they sell at least one home, and we'll talk about how that works, they actually have a way of making agents owners. We'll talk about that. Now, what is the coolest thing about EXP? Well, it was founded by Glenn Sanford. He was in charge of technology, not in charge of technology, but he was in a very small, tight-knit group of people at a mastermind for Keller Williams that were helping lead Keller Williams in the direction of technology. By 2009, he saw that Keller Williams was really struggling. He noticed it from 2007, 8, 9. It was all the offices, massive overhead of the brick and mortar of all the offices. I mean, it's not unusual for an office to have a commercial lease of 20, 30, 40,000 a month. I know in the San Francisco Bay Area, you could have a Coldwell Banker or a Remax or a Keller Williams, and a lot of the average commercial leases there are $70,000 a month. That's just for the building, just for the shell. Then you fill them full of employees and copiers and computers and phone machines and janitorial and service contracts and coffee and just all the stuff you got to do, design them, decorate them, and it is big dollar outfits. So he came up with this whole idea of having a cloud-based company, and probably the best way to explain that to you is like Netflix. They're a cloud-based competitor to Amazon. And Amazon was the 800-pound gorilla. We all know that story. $6 billion company, not Amazon, a Blockbuster Video. And they were a $6 billion company. And Netflix comes out and bankrupts a $6 billion company in 5 years. I mean, you saw it with Amazon. Amazon comes out, sell the books for half the price, get them to you the next day. And now they even give them to you most of the times the same day, half the price, and bookstores go away. iTunes came out, record stores go away. I mean, Airbnb's got 1.3 million rooms now. There's a cloud-based version. I love the name, by the way, Airbnb. Hotel industry's taken that one on the kisser. Uber and Lyft have really taken it to the poor taxi cab industry. I know Yellow Cab just filed for bankruptcy. You probably noticed Toys R Us went out of business, filed for bankruptcy. think 300 Staples shut down. 8,000 major retail chains have shut down this past year. I mean, everybody's going online, and so is real estate. But it's not just looking for homes. There are benefits for agents, which we're going to explain to you. Our cloud campus environment, point and click, you're there, no desk fees, you can work from anywhere. It cuts the overhead of the brick and mortar, and these no expensive leads means more for the company to invest in agent support and technology such as lead generation for the agents. Paperless transactions, all kinds of cool stuff. Now here's the big deal, we have training. We have anywhere from 15 to, I've seen 20, 25, 30 hours a week of training, but at least 15 every week. Some days I've seen like 10, 11 classes in a day, 10 to 11 hours of training a day. Now you may only go to 1 or 2 classes a week or 1 or 2 classes a month, or you may go, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want to take my business to the next level. And that's how I learned to have a $100 million a year real estate business. I'm an agent, and I've learned how to build it because I'm very learning based. So I really encourage you, what you know has gotten you so far. But if you plug into the training calendar, we're an online campus at EXP. Like any campus, we have classes every day in the cloud. And over here, you can see some of them: sales classes, lead generation, social media, CRM, tech tools, how to build a team, business planning, by referral only, sky slope training, mentor certification classes. I mean, there's a lot happening in the cloud. You pick and choose what interests you. Maybe you want to go to the luxury marketing class. I don't know, but at EXP, we are super, super learning based. And I've never seen a company that offers, at least 5 classes a day, typically to some days 10, 12 classes a day. Really cool. And if you can't make the class, we archive them and you can watch them later that night or that weekend. It is really awesome. Now, here's an example of our cloud campus. We're avatars. It sounds like this, looks like that. I know it's a little weird, but you click, you go in there, you sit down in the auditorium or in one of our conference rooms to go meet with staff and specialized departments, as you can see right now. You walk up to them, they'll talk to you just like I'm talking to you. Hey, let me help you with marketing materials. Let me help you with technology. Having a problem with the computer, you go to the technology support area. Maybe you have a question about accounting or getting paid a commission or different things that EXP does. You go to the accounting department. People to help you. It's really cool. So I encourage you to check it out. Now, one of the things EXP does is, because they don't have expensive buildings and commercial leases, they actually help with lead generation. They provide CRMs and lead generation. You ever wonder how agents sell 100 homes a year, 2, 3, 4, 500 homes a year? I have friends that sell 900 homes a year. They use high-tech tools. EXP has gone and signed agreements with KV Core, who owns Conversion, and Commissions Inc., abbreviated Sync. These are platforms that help you with lead generation. This is a big, big deal. Conversion's $1,000 to get going with, $9.99, and then $600 a month. They're now owned by KV Core, and Commissions Inc. is $1,600 a month, $19,000+ a year. These are big bucks, and most agents won't spend the money. Well, they're available to all EXP agents. We charge a monthly tech fee, EXP tech fee of $50 a month. So for that $50 a month, our agents get SkySlope, Workplace by Facebook. It's a private community. The collaboration's amazing because we're all owners here at EXP. CRMs, lead generation, marketing and branding materials, enterprise, which is kind of like a back office. Essentially, it's like a CFO report for agents. So they can see what's happening in their business, their sales in real time, where it is in the process, lead generation, stock they may acquire. We'll talk about how they have various stock awards. It is very, very cool. So not only do we train you like crazy, if you want to go fast, you can go to a lot of classes, you can learn fast, you will go fast, you will grow fast. but we also help you with lead generation in a big, big way. So one of our newer agents in the Walnut Creek area, her first 6 weeks got 359 leads, of which I think about 55 of them were just all over our website almost every day. And the system emails and text messages on your behalf. And then people are like, wow, you were so helpful with the schools or the crime rates or all this. And this agent's like had done nothing, but the system automatically did it. And they're like, we want to go buy a home with you. And they were buying a home. Of course, it's the Bay Area. It was over $1 million. And she had 4 other people getting pre-approved and all this. She's, I can't even imagine what it'll be like in 6 months. And that's all with our little, conversion product through KV Core that she was able to obtain for $50 a month. Now you do need to advertise to it, and then we'll teach you how to do that. But it's like she was spending $5 a day, 5 days a week, 25 a week, $100 a month, and this is very normal result. One of our other new agents, he's the president of NARAP for Sacramento. His first week, he got so many leads from it. He was very good at converting. He got people out looking at property immediately. And his first week, he wrote 4 offers for 4 different clients. I know my first day I turned it on for me, I got a $700,000 listing. The first day. It is really cool. So we train you, we arm you with leads, and then we give you tools. We give you solutions to run your business. Again, Enterprise, SkySlope. If you're not familiar with SkySlope, it's used by Coldwell Banker, Remax, Keller Williams, Century 21, Better Homes. I mean, they are the preeminent tool for tracking your transaction, for knowing where all the disclosures are, to make sure the file's complete. So they tell the title company, hand that agent or that broker associate their check at close of escrow. At close of escrow, you get your check. It doesn't go off to your big broker and get lost in their accounting for 2 or 3 days. You are paid from First American Title, Old Republic, Chicago Title, Orange Coast Title, whichever title company you use or that the sale is at. They will hand you your check at close of escrow, provided the file is complete. Agents love it. Branding, marketing, CRMs, lead generation. You got to dive in these EXP tech tools. It is the coolest thing. Now, here's how we make agents owners at EXP. We're a publicly traded company. We just applied recently to join NASDAQ. Everyone's super excited about that. We've had stock for, 4 or 5 years now. And go back and look at the history of our stock. It's pretty interesting, and I'll just say exciting. We'll leave it at that. You check it out. You decide for yourself. But all I know is, on the first, if you go to Equity Awards here, the first sale of the year, you get 50 shares of stock awarded to you at close of escrow. Now, you can't cash it for 3 years. So that's a beautiful thing. There's 3-year vesting. So it's a great retention tool. Today, as I make this, May 4th, 2018, the stock was trading over $13 a share today. So that's like a $600 stock award. That's pretty cool. Now, we have a capping system at EXP. Our cap is $16,000 a year. If you're familiar with caps, that means the broker stops taking money from you and puts you at 100%. Our split is 80-20. Everybody's on an 80-20 split. You get 80, the company gets 20. When you pay in $16,000, you go to 100%. So you take a $10,000 commission, you would get $8,000, the company would get $2,000. If all your commissions were exactly 10, and they won't be, but for the illustration, if they were, that would take 8 sales. 8 times 2 is 16, and you would cap. Again, the cap is $16,000 a year. So when you cap, you are awarded another 100 shares of stock, which is today, but the price it's trading at today is valued at about $1,300 at our price today. Now, here's a cool thing. People will ask you, as they asked me my 12 years at Keller, Remax, how do you like us? I love it. They would join Remax. What did I get? Nothing. 8 years at Keller Williams, they joined. Did I get any stock at Keller Williams? No. Well, at EXP, you get 100 shares of stock every time they join the company. And you could have 5 people join, 10 people join, 20, 30, 40. It's up to you how big you want to help EXP grow. They say thank you by giving you 100 shares of stock. So today, our price we're trading at over 13 a share. That's over $1,300 worth of stock. Every time somebody joins the company, says, yeah, so-and-so encouraged me to join. Now, one thing you need to know, we are on a pre-planned reduction. 4 or 5 years ago, it was 1,000 shares of stock. Today, it's only 100, so it's like 10 times less. But our stock price years and years ago was like 13 cents a share, 20 cents a share, 40, 60, 80, $1 a share, 2, 3. So yeah, you get 1,000 shares, but if you do the math, if it was at the time you were getting 1,000, say 20 cents a share, that's not much. But today you get 100 shares, 10 times less, but it's not 20 cents a share. Again, today it was trading over $13 a share. Pretty exciting stuff. So it's like, way more valuable. Instead of a few $100s for the stock, it's 1,300. So it's pretty cool. Again, in the future, there'll be less and less stock giving out. It's an award. It's a gift. It's an early adopter award. Just like if you were at Facebook in the beginning, Google in the beginning, Microsoft, Intel, UPS, FedEx, Netflix in the beginning, companies give their employees and associates often stock. And so EXP is no different. So it's very exciting. Now check this one out. We have an icon agent program. If you cap at 16,000 paid in, then you do an additional 20 sales at 250 per transaction. See, once you cap, you go to 100%. You go off that 80-20 and you go to 100%. So on the next 20 sales, they charge you a flat fee of 250 per transaction. And with the calculator there, you go 250 times 20, that's $5,000 paid in transaction fees. If you do that, they'll actually return up to $16,000 of your cap to you in the form of stock. I actually got that last year. They give you $12,000 immediately. And then if you go to our annual convention, which by the way is in October this year in New Orleans, you get $2,000 worth of stock just for showing up. And then if you go to the annual convention next April, which I'm not sure where it'll be, we just had one last month. It was in Las Vegas. It was a blast. Very exciting to be a part of a shareholder event. I've never been a shareholder before, so it was very cool to be there. My previous companies, Remax and Keller, they had no shareholder programs, but it's so here a rising tide raises all ships. So I got an additional 2,000 there. So it's 16,000 worth of stock. And look at our history of our stock. It's a very exciting stock to own. So who knows what it'll be worth in the future? It may be worth less. All I know is we're growing like crazy, and we're not adding huge commercial office spaces, and we're not having all the overhead. So, it's a good thing. We'll just leave it at that. Now we have the agent equity program, and this is a lot of companies do these for their employees. EXP does it for their employees, but they also do it for their agents, which is really cool. You can enroll and you can use up to 5% of every transaction to purchase stock at a 20% discount. Now, this is optional. You don't have to do it. I don't really know anyone not doing that. I did it all year last year, and I have already purchased $46,000 worth of stock, but I got 20% off when I bought it, so I made 20% on it. And then I'll just tell you this, we grew quite a bit last year. So very great investment I made towards my exit strategy, towards my future, towards my retirement. I'm going to do that again this year. I can't wait. I could sell every bit of that stock. I've not sold one share. I have no plans to sell any shares of stock. It's very cool. So that's our powerful agent ownership program, Equity Stock Awards, the Icon Agent program, because you're selling a lot of real estate to qualify for that one, probably about 28 to 35 homes a year. It depends upon where you live and your sales price and what the commission check is. And then the agent equity program. So all kinds of cool stuff there. Well, we're going to wrap up today with how to unlock revenue share. And so EXP was founded by a lot of people that are pretty bright, and we kind of copied a distribution system. It's 7 generations. It was Keller Williams has one, and we copied their system. They've been distributing profits for 30 years through a 7-generation distribution system, or 7 levels. And so here's how ours work. If you refer an agent to EXP and they cap, you earn up to $2,800. Now, if they don't cap, let's say they don't, they only pay 8,000 in, not 16. Capping is 16. Then you get up to half the award, which is 1,400. What if they only pay 4,000 in? Then you get 700. So it's not all or nothing. Every month when a closing happens, the following month on the 22nd, revenue is shared with our agents. So if you refer an agent and they cap, As they cap throughout the year, some agents cap in 6 months, some agents cap in 3 months, some agents cap in 9 months, some agents never cap. Again, if you take a $10,000 commission and it's an 80-20 split, the company would get 2. And if you make 8 sales and all the commissions are averaging 10, you're going to cap. So there you go. That kind of gives you an idea of what it would take to cap. And so if you hire an agent or an agent comes to EXP and they cap, you get 2,800. Now, if you tell 10 agents, you get 28,000, up to 28,000. Again, we say up to because they may not cap. They may do half a cap, a quarter cap. I don't know. I make sure I talk to agents who sell at least 8 homes a year, if not 10. Now, the cool thing is if you tell 5 agent unlocks level 2 revenue sharing, which is up to 3,200 an agent, for every agent on that level, you tell 10, level 3, 15, it grows in increments of 5. The more agents you tell about EXP that joins EXP, the more levels of revenue sharing they unlock. And every agent on level 3 is 2, level 4 is 12, level 5 is 8. Every agent on level 6 is 2,000 an agent, and level 7 is 4,000 an agent. So it's a very cool, and they have to refer more agents to get there, over 40 of the company. I've actually done that, and you end up getting paid all these different money. So here's how it works. Let me give you one example. Let's say you referred 6 people your first year and they cap. They sell an average of 8 homes a year. Their average commission is 10. That would cap them at 16,000 paid, and you get up to 2,800 an agent times 6, which is 16,800 a year. Now you're working at EXP for free because you're making 16,008, which pays your cap. So refer 6 agents who cap, and you're pretty much working at EXP, and you don't have to pay anything. That's pretty cool. Now, what if you were to the second year, each of the 6 you referred each told 1 agent? Every agent on level 2 is worth 3,200. So 6 times 3,200, if you have a calculator in front of you, is $19,200. So you get 19,200 for the agents on your level 2 because you didn't personally tell them. On level 1, you told 6, you get 2,800 there. That's 16,800. Add together, that's 36,000 a year. Well, let me show you what can be done. I'll give you kind of a 5-year exit strategy. Let's say year 1, you refer 10 people to EXP. By the way, I referred 24 in 3.5 months. It wasn't hard. People want training. People want leads. People want to be an owner. They want stock awards, and they love this revenue sharing program. So that's our kind of 4 pillars. So let's say year 1, you refer 10 agents who sell at least 8 homes a year, and they're in a sales point where they're averaging $10,000 commissions. They would all cap. So you would get 10 times 2,800 if they cap, which is 28,000. Now, let's say over the next 5 years, you help each of these 10 agents you refer, each do what you did. You help 10, tell 10. So that means if they each tell 2 agents a year for 5 years, they will have each told 10. So at the end of 5 years, you'd have 10 or told 10, or 100 agents on level 2 or generation 2. 100 times 3,200 if they were to cap, excuse me, would be 320,000 a year, plus your 28,000 if you told 10 who cap, which is 348,000 a year. Not bad. Now that's a significant income 5 years from now outside of what you do in sales. You still are working with buyers, you're still acquiring listings, but now you're kind of getting a cut of the action. Why can't other companies copy us in a substantial way? Well, actually, Coldwell Banker is starting to do some revenue share. They're sharing little bits and pieces. And from what I've been told, it stops completely after 2 years. Now, they may amend that, change that in the future. I haven't really heard of too many other companies doing this, but ours is substantial. When you have the ability to make 20, 30, 40, 50, 80, 100,000 or more a year, I'm not even showing you what you could earn on levels 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 if you really take the time to grow it like I have. It's pretty exciting. Now, how does it work? Well, you know agents from Facebook. You know agents from maybe a Century 21 annual convention. Or maybe you went to Brian Buffini, by referral only, Mike Ferry, Joe Stump, Remax annual convention. You went to a Craig Proctor event, Women's Council of Realtors, NAREP, ARIA. You know agents around the country. But if you're in Boise, Idaho, or Sacramento, California, you know they're your friends. You say hi. You see them at conventions and seminars, but then you go back to your market in Seattle or Albuquerque, New Mexico, and you just go back to doing your own thing. Well, now we can link arms. You can call them, send them this webinar. They can actually have amazing training. They can have the lead generation platform, which is just, you got to check it out. And then the stock awards and the revenue sharing, it's unbelievable. So it's just very, very cool. And join the company everyone's talking about. Trend says it's the Amazon of real estate. Market Watch says Exp Realty accelerates its already significant growth throughout North America. I mean, we went from like 1,400 agents to 10,000 in the last 18 months. We're just exploding. Down the bottom left, Wave Group, Exp Realty named Best Place to Work in Glassdoor's 2018 Employees Choice Award. That's a big, big deal. Check out Glassdoor. We have like I think we have like 4.9 rating. It's unheard of. Basically, if you remember, there are no desk fees. That's huge. I paid royalty fees for 20 years. No royalty fees and no franchise fees. We're a national company. 80-20 split until you cap. The cap is 16,000. Once you cap, you're at 100%. Once you're at 100%, they charge you $250 per transaction. Once you complete 20 of those, they do away with the $250 and they drop it to $75 per transaction. Here are the startup costs. Standard cost, $99 one time. I paid that almost 18 months ago. Never paid it again. What's your overhead? $50 a month is EXP's monthly tech fee. That's it, $50 a month. Once a year out of your first transaction, EXP takes $420, part of our university educational fee. That pays for your 15 hours a week minimum or more. And again, I've seen 8-10 hours a day before in the cloud of training. 5 days a week. You get that for $420 a year. That's a bargain by anyone's standards. Don't forget, you also get 50 shares of stock, which today at our trading price of over 13 a share is worth well over $600. So that's more than a wash. Broker review fee, $25 per file. And then E&O is $30 per sale, capped at $500 a year. That's all you pay, $500 a year for E&O. Our excellent E&O deductibles $2,500, not $5,000. And in California, it is $40 per sale, not $30, just California, but it's still capped at $500 a year. And if you're a broker, you are no longer responsible for your agent's EXP is. It is awesome. Now, core values, you bet. Community, fun, we're agile, innovative, integrity, do the right thing at all times, service, sustainability, collaboration, transparency. I mean, we work together. You got to check out our workplace through Facebook. We got 10,000 agents and brokers in there. We own the company together. We're growing this together. Let me ask you a question. If we could go from 1,400 agents to 10,000 in the last 18 months, to 20 months. I'm not sure exactly the timeline there, but it was amazing. If we could do that in that shorter period, what could 10,000 become in the next 18 to 20 months? It's going to be over 30,000 agents, in my opinion. You're going to watch this company absolutely explode. It's absolutely boom. And I never dreamed I would be at a company like this. And now, because I have a lot of revenue share in stock, I don't have to work as hard as I worked. And this is a potential for anyone. Is it a guarantee? Nope. Is it a guarantee you'll sell 30 homes this year? No. You get out of it what you put into it. Our growth, there it is. It's been nothing short of explosive. We used to be in 3 states. Now we're in 47 states. We're growing throughout Canada, provinces in Canada. We're in Alaska, Hawaii. We hope to open Mexico and Australia, New Zealand, and the Philippines. It's all coming. Hang on. Very exciting to bring a company to market globally. What's your next step? Become an agent owner. How do you do this? You talk to your sponsor, the person who shared EXP with you, ask them questions, find out all about the company, and then if you're ready, apply today at join.exprealty.com. This is the company's website. Again, it's join.exprealty.com. Hit the apply button. And you can apply as an agent or a broker to join our company. It starts really about a 7 to 10 day to 2 week application process. It takes 2 minutes to fill out the application, but EXP checks you out. They're going to send you a 40-page ICA, Independent Contractors Agreement, written by our attorneys that go over all the stock awards, all the revenue sharing, the caps, the commission splits, all that, the fees, so you can do your due diligence. We absolutely do not contact your broker. This is extremely private between you and EXP. You don't even have to tell your sponsor if you want. There's a place in there where it asks who's your sponsor. That would be the person who's sharing EXP with you. You definitely want to put them in as your sponsor, but go to join.exprealty.com and apply. It will not move you to EXP, but you can apply to get approved by EXP. Once you're approved, you'll get a welcome letter, and then it's up to you to go online and move your license from whatever company you're at now to EXP. And only once that you move your license are you with us. So enjoy being with you today. I hope you enjoyed the explanation. I hope to meet you someday, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.